flat cat is the sneakiest bait in the Great Lakes Finesse lineup, and it flies under the radar. So when we set out to develop the flat cat, it was inspired by a baby catfish. We figured out on a local lake that those big smallmouth were keyed in on those baby catfish. But when we got into the weeds of developing this bait and really fine tuning it, we were able to develop a bait that not only mimics a little baby catfish perfectly, but also a little juvenile goby, a minnow, a leech, a whole bunch of stuff that just crawls along the bottom, or it might be suspended a little bit up in the water column.
So we've pinpointed a little concentration of fish here. We know they're good size, we got a couple. We're not gonna throw fast moving baits or rip and tear and rip these baits through here. We're gonna slow right down. We're gonna try to absolutely milk through this school and see if we can get some of the biggest fish that aren't willing to react to that quick darting, fast moving presentation. We're gonna absolutely slow right down because we're around these fish. And there's no reason to just rip right through them. We're gonna slow down and try and get some of those big, smartest fish in the school that are looking and testing that bait, just like that one. And he's got a bunch of buddies. Dang, that's a good fish. There we go. Another beautiful fish on the flat cat. When you know you're around fish, it pays to slow down, pick them apart. I mean, we could have ripped right through, caught a couple fish from this school and taken off and think that's it. But no, we can sit here and we can catch almost every fish in the school if we slow down, use the right presentations, take our time, and finesse them.
The versatility of the flat cat, despite its simplicity, is incredible. You can fish it on the bottom by hopping it, dragging it on a drop shot. You can fish it flat, which will give it really erratic hops in random directions, or fish it on its side and mimic a little minnow. This is a really sneaky bait. When there's a lot of pressure on those fish, we find we turn to it a lot in tournaments, especially when we're fishing around a lot of anglers or behind a lot of anglers. Also when it's cold. So cold water scenarios, early season or into the fall, we find the flat cat really shines as a bottom bait. So to effectively fish the flat cat, your rod and reel are really important in this case. It's a really small bait, getting as much distance as possible, but also be able to set the hook on those fish at long range is key. The 7/8 medium light Finesse CX rod is ideal for the flat cat. 99% of the time, that's the rod we're using. We're scooting that bait along the bottom really slowly, being able to feel every little bite with that carbon handle, but also keeping that bait really far to trick those really pressured fish. Pair it up with a really quality spinning reel that has a good drag. Most of the time we're using 5 to 8 pound test braid to a 6 to 8 pound test fluorocarbon leader. This is the setup that's gonna get the job done for you day in and day out. So even though this bait looks so simple and minimalistic, it's loaded with features that really help it catch a lot of fish. The first is the neutral buoyancy. It allows you to hop that bait along the bottom and get a really natural look. Allows you to drop shot it. It's also got that matte finish that Great Lakes Finesse is known for. It's super durable, so you're gonna be able to fish this bait, catch a pile of fish on one without having to reach for another one. So most anglers would walk right past the flat cat in the fishing department. But the best anglers that we work with and trust, they feel like this bait is the best bait in the Great Lakes Finesse lineup. There he is. Oh my gosh. This bait, look at all those fish right there. Following this fish like this. That's a 4 pounder all day. I'll take it. And a little flat cat.